Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. As we think about the situation with Ezekiel, as he is there in Babylon among the exiles, we can definitely imagine that they were very distraught about the fact that they were in a foreign land, away from the temple, away from the sanctuary of the Lord. Especially Ezekiel would have felt that way, him being a priest, and also a prophet. But nonetheless, they would have very much lamented the fact that here they were in a foreign land, away from the sanctuary, away from the temple, which was to them the dwelling place of God. And they would have felt very much distance from God, as they were distanced from the religious service, the feasts, the sacrifices, and everything that was going on there. But God gives an encouraging word for the exiles, and this is actually also a word for those in Jerusalem, because those in Jerusalem would have thought that the exiles were the ones who were the bad ones, the ones placed under the judgment of God. They were still in Jerusalem, therefore they were okay. But clearly here in the book of Ezekiel, we find that the people in Jerusalem were not off the hook. Matter of fact, they too were going to be invaded, and actually some taken away, some killed, some falling under pestilence, some under famine, but they too would go under judgment. And so the Lord gives a word here that I will be a little sanctuary for them, as the King James says there in Ezekiel 11:16. The New American Standard says, I was a sanctuary for them a little while. And the original language is a little difficult to translate. That's why there's that variance there. But the main point is that God was their sanctuary. The exiles, even though they were far away from the sanctuary that was the temple, would find that God himself was their sanctuary, that they didn't need to be necessarily in Jerusalem to be in the presence of God and under the protection of God, but that they could even find that where they were in Babylon. And as we think about that, that's an encouraging word for us as well. It shows us that everywhere we go is a sanctuary. Everywhere we go where we're abiding in the presence of God, where we're walking in the awareness of God, we are in a sanctuary. God is our sanctuary for us. He becomes for us a little sanctuary. Whether we're at our job place, whether we're at home, whether we're at school, whether we're at the grocery store, wherever we might be, we are in a sanctuary because we are dwelling in the presence of God. And that should encourage us, because then that means that the Lord is with us everywhere that we go, and that we can trust that he's guiding us, that he's protecting us, that he's watching over us, and that we can draw close to him, even in the most mundane situations, even when we're waiting in line at the grocery store, or even when we're pumping gas at the gas station. We're always there in the presence of the Lord and can enjoy his presence everywhere. And hopefully today we'll be encouraged to do that. So here's some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.